Hello, Cultureros. Welcome back to Atleti Fanatics, and we are back with a very huge win, 4-1 against Club Brugge. Fran was almost right. He said a 3-1. He just missed out on one goal.
So close.
So close, exactly, so close. Fran is being very close. And again, before we go ahead with the review of this match, just like and subscribe as usual. Help us reach 1K subscribers, and we're very close to reach 600 subscribers as well. So just hit that subscribe button and like this video. And also, thank you for everyone who joined us in the live watch along as well. It was a great match. We had fun for sure. And yeah, you guys can excuse my curse words a lot. So yeah, we had fun. But anyway, let's just talk about the match. And before we go ahead and talk everything out, I just want to say, like, if you're from Belgium and like if you're a Club Brugge fan, again, massive respect for you guys. I mean, you guys should be proud of your team. You guys, like, no, I mean, Club Brugge played really good, really good. 3-3 in the first leg. The second leg, again, it was a very close tie in the first half. I mean, you guys should be proud of your team. I think Club Brugge definitely deserves some respect. And what happened in the second half was a different story for sure. But the first half, Club Brugge played really well. So again, massive respect to Club Brugge, and good luck to you guys in the Belgian league as well. And now let's move on to the match. So again, for me, it was a tale of two halves. Like the first half, we all know, like it was pathetic, literally very bad first half from Atletico de Madrid. Rogeri was getting killed, and then Club Brugge had like I think 3-4 chances where they could have scored, and the match could have been different if they scored for sure. I think Simeone got his lineup wrong, definitely got his lineup wrong. But again, the second half kind of worked out for Atletico de Madrid, thanks to Johnny Cardoso with that goal, with his first goal for Atletico de Madrid as well, and that too in a Champions League tie, which was very important as well. Sorloth with a hat trick, which again, obviously, Fran and St. Keys, they don't look very happy with that, but Sorloth with a very nice hat trick. And we move on to the next round of the Champions League, which is the round of 16. We will either face Tottenham or Liverpool. So again, if you're an Atleti fan living in Europe, get your tickets to England. Book your tickets to England right now, because we are going to be playing Liverpool or Tottenham in the second. I think it'll be the second leg. Yeah, it will be the
They
second leg.
played the second leg at home.
Yeah, it will be the second leg for sure. So make sure you book that ticket as well. And again, the fixture gets even tough now, because after Barcelona's match, we will play a Champions League match.
Wait,
So
let me tell you exactly the order because I have it here. So we're going to play Oviedo in the weekend, then Barcelona midweek, then Real Sociedad that are in good form in the weekend, and then Tottenham or Liverpool.
exactly, the fixture keeps getting tough and tough,
Yep.
and it's gonna be in the same month as well. It's gonna be in March. So again, March
Yeah,
comes
everything
again,
in
guys.
March.
Exactly, everything in March.
We also
Make
we
or
also
break.
play we also play like exactly after the second leg of the Tottenham Liverpool game. We play Real Madrid in the league. So
I mean,
This
league is
is
already
this is
over.
like
League, the
this
league
could
is
be a
already
very
over.
different match from last year. This could be a great moment, or it could be the exact same nonsense as last year, and it could be in a very different field than
Exactly.
everyone.
It's a very difficult. Exactly. I think the next focus should be the Copa del Rey second leg semi-final. Obviously. When is the final, by the way? Is
I
it
will
in
tell
March
you
only?
right
In
now,
April, I think is in April.
it's 25th of April.
Good. Thank God. Good. Because March, we all know about, like, March and Atleti. We don't really go side by side. Last season it was a horrible month for every Atleti fan, and this season as well, we're walking to March, and again, let's see what happens. And the March, I think, is gonna start with what, the Barca's match only. No, it's gonna start with, yeah, it's gonna start with Barca's match only.
March?
Yeah, the March will
No,
start with Barca's match
no.
only.
The 1st of March we play Real Oviedo. So
Do we?
yeah, 1st of March. I think. Yeah, I think.
No, I think
Right.
it's 28th of Feb.
Is it? Well, maybe I got it wrong. Maybe I got it wrong. I am saying nonsense. Let me check. You're right. It's 28. I am saying nonsense.
It's
Don't
28th.
listen
Clip.
to
Do
me.
yeah, yeah,
Don't
yeah.
listen to
So
me.
Sorloth, yeah, Sorloth's hat trick has been Fran is malfunctioning after Sorloth's hat trick. Uh, but anyway, guys, initial thoughts in the first half.
Uh, Terrible.
Not the first half. I mean, like, sorry, the whole match, and then we focus on the lineup. First half, second half.
Uh, a lot of anxiety for a game that I think we didn't need to put as much anxiety into. It ended up being a lot better than I think we ended up playing, but I think floor one is a bit flattering at times. A little bit flattering, to be honest. I think Club Brugge in that first half also they deserve to be above us. I don't think they necessarily deserve to have a goal on them. I don't think we really created any chances for that goal. That was a really funny goal. Like that's a terrible goal from Mignolet. But in terms of Atletico and creating chances in that first half, not much could talk about. And then vice versa, Club Brugge had about 5 chances in that first half. They could have scored 2 at least in that first half. If it wasn't for All Black, it wasn't for Bubil and Hanko, this could be a very different game for us coming into that second half. So I respect the reaction that we had and the level that we played and what we got out of that game. With that said, I think we've set ourselves up to fail and we still succeeded despite it, not because of this, if that makes sense. And so I'll get into the details a bit later on. As we saw with Ramadan Sorloth, I can't undermine his powers, but there are some concerns in terms of the lineup that was kind of clear to a lot of people. This is looking like a losing lineup because not only did Bruges have 6 wins in their last 9 in away records, we put up a lineup to lose at home because that first half performance felt like we were at an away game. Genuinely, it was terrible. So, but yeah, I'll leave the rest for Fran.
Yeah, no, the first half was very bad. Like Forbes, the way that he destroyed Ruggeri constantly, Solis in the left hand side, it was a lot of spaces in the wings and then them just doing cutbacks and finding a lot of space. We have been having problems with the coverage of the edge of the box a lot this season. But I also thought that we were pretty bad on the ball. Like we saw a lot of long balls to Sorloth, and I don't know if that's like the best plan ever to do, But yeah, no, but really bad first half. But it's a nice sign that we could go get out of that half with a 1-1 draw. Like usually Atletico, if we are playing this bad, we usually go out with a bit of a worse scoreline. So it's nice that these players stepped up despite being set for failure initially. So I mean, I take that as a positive, and the second half was really nice. So overall, I'm happy because we went through. I'll have to convert into a Muslim now because if Allah can get 3 goals out of Sorloth, I don't know. I don't have anything to argue. So no, but it was really nice. It was really nice at the end of the day because we celebrated a huge win in the Champions League, 7-4. It's very nice to see. The fans were like the stadium in general had a very nice atmosphere. So we move. Let's go.
Guys, just quick stats from today's game, by the way. So, assist in this Champions League season: Yano Black 1, Rafinha 0, Estevao 0. I mean, make what you want to make of this. The next stat I have for you guys is so this is our second biggest win in number of goals. Like we scored 7 goals against Club Brugge combined in 2 legs. So previously, like the top record is 13 goals, and that came against Drumcondra. The club is from Ireland, and that came in 1958. We beat them 8-0 in the first leg, and then we beat them 5-1 in the second leg. So
Okay.
that's the record for most goals scored by Atleti in a two-leg tie, 13 goals, and this is the second time. This is the second win, you can call it, 7 goals. Okay. The next one I want to say is Atletico Madrid players with 3 goals with a hat trick basically in European Cup match. We were talking about this, right, Keeks? So last time, which I saw someone, in a UEFA competition scoring a hat trick was Radamel Falcao. The last time I saw it, that was the UEFA Super Cup, and the Mandzukic hat trick. I completely forgot about it. So Mandzukic also scored a hat trick in the group stage game, but I'm just gonna say it. So it was Sorloth today, and then it was Mandzukic against Olympiacos in 2014. Now this is in Champions League, by the way. Okay, and then it's Luis versus Cagliari. I didn't know Cagliari used to play Champions League. I didn't know that. Cagliari is an Italian club, by the way. They're playing in Serie C, I guess, right now. And then this was in
You dropped twice?
1970. Cagliari, yeah, Cagliari, I think is in Serie C, if I'm not wrong. I might be wrong. I haven't checked up the Serie B and Serie C. But anyway, I have no idea who this Luis guy is, by the way, as well. It just says Luis, so I have no idea who is this. But like he scored a hat trick in 1970 against Cagliari, and then is there any more? Yeah. Also, Sorloth has scored 9 goals in 2026 in all competitions, the highest tally this year among La Liga players, alongside Guruzeta and Kylian Mbappe, with the same 9 goals as well. So, I mean, Sorloth is producing good numbers this year. And then again, we got our first win against Club Brugge as well in a knockout game. So Keek said, this is the time we're gonna get our first win, and we got the first win the first time as well. And also, like we've been having a very chaotic month. It's the results are all over the place. And the funny thing is, out of all this, like I saw this stat, like, and it completely blew my mind. Ruggeri is the top assist provider in 2026 for Atletico de
Five,
Madrid.
five.
In 2026 or the whole season?
In
No, it's
2026.
Giuliano all season.
Giuliano is all season, but in 2026, Ruggeri is the top
Okay,
assist provider for Atleti. So,
there
I
you
mean,
go.
this that yeah, I mean, Sorloth like shut like everyone's mouth, and then Ruggeri
Better, better
shut
than
my mouth
Marco.
in the second half.
Should start for Italy, better than Di Marco,
Yeah, he's not starting over. He's
better
not
than
starting.
Maldini if we're being
Nah,
realistic.
nah, yeah. You're going too far. You're going too far, man. You're going too far. You're crossing the line now. But anyway, moving on to the first half, guys. No, before the first half, let's just talk about the lineup. So again, the lineup, like Geek said, I think that we got the lineup wrong. Because I think this wasn't the match. Look, I'm gonna praise Sorloth for sure. He scored a hat trick. He had a fantastic game. He messed up a few passes for sure, but he had a fantastic game. But again, I talked about this in the watch along as well. I don't think this was a match for Sorloth to start. This was the match where Sorloth should have come in the second half, like he did against Club Brugge in the first leg. This was that type of match, and then dropping Lookman was a very, very big bet which Simeone took, and then started with Baina, and then started with Cookie and midfield as well. So I think we all saw it, like in the first half we were struggling because of that lineup, and then I don't know what happened in the second half, but like the starting lineup wasn't good. That's for me. Thoughts on the starting lineup, guys?
The thing is,
Go ahead.
like the lineup in itself, when you look at it, you don't say like, okay, this is bad. No, you see the lineup and you say this is good. The only problem, I don't know, Sorloth, because that Sorloth is there and he's not ideal, and Lookman is on the bench. That is like the main thing you see. But what the lineup doesn't tell you is that whenever Sorloth plays, we usually play to him, and that really hurts the whole team. But on paper, you see the lineup and you don't say, "Oh, this is super bad." Like swap Sorloth for Lookman, and that's literally perfect. But that Sorloth being there changes the way we approach the game, and that's what hurts us the most. Because I saw the lineup and defense is perfect, midfield is perfect for me. I mean, we had the doubt on whether to play Baena or Griezmann or Koke or Shoni. So, but the rest is perfect for me. The only problem is Sorloth, and I do not like that so far since we started Lukman. Alvarez has played like amazing whenever he's besides Lukman, and so shit whenever he's paired up with Sorloth. But that's I assume we're going to talk about that later. So you can say about what you think about the lineups and kicks.
Yeah. I mean, I agree because it's like, okay, the whole of the preview, we were talking about, oh, should Bayern be in a double pivot? Since Onyedika is out, they have a much weaker starting midfield because Onyedika was giving us some real problems in that game. So you have in this game, Stankovic was effectively much deeper to compensate. You had Vanaken doing a lot, but you could see that he had to look for players. And it was like, okay, well, if he's looking for players, we can easily snuff that out in terms of the passing lanes, in terms of just smothering out the options for him. We never got a chance to do that. And it feels weird that their midfield managed to play completely right through us. They've got to spread the pitch. Forbes and Solis terrorize us because I think when you look at that back line, right? Ruggieri, Hanko, Pubil, Llorente, this is probably our best back line or back four that we've had in maybe 5-6 years, honestly. Like it's been a while since we had a fairly good back line. And Oblak as well has been phenomenal over these two legs, yet we've conceded 4 goals. And it says clearly something is wrong tactically that we are allowing this many goals in this short period of time consistently in every single game. Because Baena being in this game to me is like, I have no issue with that. But the problem is Baena was playing on the channel. If you press the Baena heat map, Alex, I'm almost certain you'll see him almost exclusively on the wing rather than through the middle where he's supposed to be. So said, so done, right? We've seen this. We've played this game before. Baena's not a channel winger. He cannot play well on that channel. Don't do it because we have the player who can play well on that channel, who can link up better there. Why are you putting him in this position where we saw him so much better, deeper into the play, creating chances? How many chances did Baena create today? Probably not that many. So
I think one.
If so
one. Chances created 1.
Yeah.
There 1.
Compared to 5 in the last game against Espanyol. It's clear that you've undermined. It's like Baena and Alvarez were coming into the season with the ceiling raisers of our team, the players who take our team to the next level. And yet Alvarez barely played in the first half, played a lot better in the second half, like a lot better in the second half. But as he's getting into the ascendancy, he's subbed off. Sorloth, who admittedly had a great game in terms of the output, but really just did not help out in terms of the press. It did not help out in terms of link up, did not help out in terms of a lot of different aspects. And it feels weird for me to be so critical of Sorloth, considering the level that he played today. But it's more so a critical aspect of you can get more out of Alvarez and Sorloth together if you don't fix them into these same roles that we've seen every single time. It's like this is like 6 months into 6-7 months or so into this whole. Okay, friend. Into this
I didn't say anything.
It's this whole thing. But it's like, we've seen the play. We know Baena can't play here. We know Alvarez does not like to be effectively as an attacking midfielder where he's isolated, he can't do anything. Stop doing it. Last season, we had Alvarez and Griezmann as our front two, and it was phenomenal until Griezmann eventually showed up and it didn't work out. But the game plan itself was good. You know what I mean? That was just a matter of Griezmann having some issue off the pitch. I don't know what that was, but that's what that was. So it to me, it's like you knew what the game plan was. We didn't have the injuries, so why not take the risk, do something interesting, get your team that you put down a lot of money for to play the football that you tried to have and dominate against a team that is admittedly a lot worse than you on paper in terms of the market value, in terms of all these other things. We could beat them. That's what I thought. And Sorloth's inclusion was a surprise. That's all I could say. Everybody else, not too surprised, but it's the way that you implement.
For me, the problem was also was the Baena as well, playing in a wide role because we
Yes,
just saw the heat map. So again, like this was the problem we had with Bayern as well. He's not a winger. So if you play him in the
Something,
middle, like he can be very effective. But like if you play him wide, so it's not really gonna work out that way.
we
So
had we had the
uh,
4-1-4-1 working really well, where you have a six, you have Lookman on the side, you have Bayena creating from the middle, and you have Alvarez as on nine. It works. It worked multiple times. I don't know why you need to change it in a game where you must win. It worked out here, but I can't say that this bet is a guarantee, and I'm concerned that this is going to be a trend, and I don't like the trend because we've seen enough of Sorloth to say I don't trust you. You know what I mean?
yeah. And imagine if we play Liverpool. I don't trust Sorloth to go against Konate or Van Dijk. But something that Simeone said is that Lookman didn't play because Sorloth played. So I don't know if he thinks that Sorloth and Lookman are interchangeable or that Baena is the one that played in the Lookman role. We don't know what he thinks, but it's just interesting to say that.
like I think like I can understand a bit from Simeone point of view as well because again, like you have a striker like who's like who's in the form of his life. You can't drop him.
Yeah, in the form of his life. He scored 2 goals against Espanyol.
Yeah, again, he scored three
Alvarez
goals today. He scored three
Alvarez
goals today.
just
He's-
lost his what you call it, his goal drought. He scored against Barca, scored a goal against Bruges in the previous
a penalty.
yeah, true. But you
But he
could
played
see that
really
his
well.
overall level that
Yeah,
is clearly the
I'm
goal.
not denying it. So Alvarez did start. Was
So
he not?
to me, it shows why are you moving? You just got your reward for playing towards Alvarez, and then you immediately move away from it. I'm not saying that it was wrong to rotate because the Espanyol game was the time to rotate, and we needed to
Because
rotate.
Keeks again, like like we Atleti fans, we always say like luck doesn't really favor us or other things. Like if
It
you
favored
like
us heavy in
again
this leg, but
in this like in this tie it definitely did. But again, you have to play the striker like who's in form right now. That this is what I can understand from Simeone's point of view. This is
if
what I
that
can
was the
understand.
case, Alex, Griezmann starts today. Griezmann is in form. His general level, his goals, his assists, he has been in form, and he's colored his hair. If there is a player to play right now, Griezmann has to start by that same logic. Because so I'm not sure I agree in that sense, but again, it worked out. I can't really say it didn't work out, but the problem is of the 7 goals that we scored over Bruges, I feel confident we could replicate maybe one of those. That's how weird it is of the amount of goals that we scored. Johnny scored from outside the box near a corner, a lucky own goal in a counter attack, a set piece goal. How often do we do that? Like there's so many different aspects of these goals that you sit down and be like, I don't know, boy. Could we do that often? it, that's how I feel.
But I would say, I mean, like, say what you want, like say about Sorloth, like yeah, like
Yes.
again, like I'm coming back, but I think like he has definitely improved this season. That's for sure.
These are the best 2 games that he has played in terms of the actual overall level play, like in terms
Yeah.
of must-link players, in terms of trying to link up, in terms of running
Probably.
into channels, all these other things, trying to take these shots. This has been
Or
good.
just being self-sufficient because he had two times that he went that Ruggeri sent him a long ball and he fought against the defender and got a shot off. Well, not Ruggeri. Once was Oblak, the goal. Like he was fighting for himself and got the shot off.
So in that sense, I feel like I've been too critical. So let me bring back up the praises for Sorloth again. He has been brilliant today, right? Like there is no question
Brilliant.
about it. No, okay.
Say
But
that
no,
again.
I'm just in terms of what we have seen of Sorloth over the past year and a half, right? For Atletico, I think the only other games besides this and the Espanyol game where he looked really good was the Elche game in Copa del Rey last year. Not a whole lot of games where he looked, like a player who could do enough for himself that he doesn't hold back the other players, if that makes sense.
I
So
remember another game this season where we praised that in the podcast, but yeah,
I think there was another game. I
yeah,
can't remember which game it is.
yeah. One of these small teams like Oviedo or something like that. But anyway,
Something like that. But you get my
Yeah.
point.
Anyway,
Because
But yeah, again, I really want to say that, like, I think Sorloth should get the credit, and no one should say anything about it. I think like Sorloth deserves his flowers for sure. I mean, like, he's the leading goal scorer for or Atletico de Madrid right now. So
Yes. I want to clarify though. My concern is not so much Sorloth. A lot of this criticism is headed towards Simeone, because if you could get this level out of Sorloth in general, I have no issues with him starting from time to time. But the problem is, do you do that and also play Bayern at his best role? No, you don't. Do you play Alvarez his best role? No, you don't. Cardoso had a great game in the second half. In the first half, he wasn't good. And Ruggeri, in that first half, was getting cooked out of his mind. And
Yep.
it's great that it worked out. But my word, that was terrible in that first half. And that means that clearly something is wrong, because they had so many, they had over almost two point something XG on us. That's bad. That's really bad. That's
Like in the whole game.
no, after the first half,
Let me see.
they had nearly full 2 point something XG on it.
First half,
1.68.
First half it was
they had
1.68.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
that's
had 4 shots
terrible.
they had 4 shots on target. Again, let's like, since we're talking about, let's just talk about the first half only. So I think like Hansko saves 1 goal,
Mhm.
Oblak saves 1 goal. That's 2 goals
Yeah.
that are saved by our goalkeeper and defender. So this was the Oblak save. This was from Witlesen, and I think no, not this one. Oh, this is the same guy. Oh, damn. Okay. So Witlesen, okay, on 3 of these occasions only. So this was the Hansko one, I guess, and this was the Oblak one. And Ruggieri, I would say Ruggieri in this one though, like, all to be blamed. He's just standing there and doing nothing.
100% Rogeri's fault,
Such
by
a
the way.
such a lazy leg he put over there. And then if it wasn't for Oblak, Club Brugge goes 2-1 up. And again, the pressure is back on you. And at the start of the match as well, Club Brugge could have taken the lead. If David Hansko wasn't there, David Hansko clears the ball with his head. That was going in. Oblak won't be able to save that as well. And again, talking about the first half itself, again, this is another one which was saved. This was a very, very lousy shot from Witlesen. Again, could have been a goal as well. So look at 3 chances with Club Brugge had, and all had the potential to be a goal. So that's 3 goals. We were lucky to not concede in the first half, and this is all first half, by the way. This is all first half. So I mean, the first half was terrible, guys. Like, from Ruggieri, and especially Ruggieri. Like I told you guys, right? Like, like, why are you hating on Ruggieri? Because of this.
No,
Because of this,
yes, because I didn't
can't
know.
I can't trust him. I can't trust him.
You can't trust
But
him by himself,
To-
because when
wait.
you had Lookman, not only does he have the outlet, but he also has somebody who will come back and help him from time to time, right? So having Bayana there means that Bayana is not going to be able to give you the same help or the outlet. It doesn't
let-
work like the same.
Let's be fair for a second, okay? Yes, Forbes destroyed Ruggeri,
Yes.
but did Forbes really create a chance after that? Like, I feel Hansko completely cleaned it up afterwards.
That he did.
Yeah,
But you shouldn't be calling your centre backs into command this often. It's not so
Yeah, of
much that
course.
it is like Hanko and Pubil had great games, by the way. Hanko especially had a great game, but that doesn't call it that. The problem is still Hanko should not be working this hard in a home game where you need to win.
against Club Brugge. Like, okay, respect to our Club Brugge fans that listen to us, but we're Atletico Madrid,
You have to
something I found interesting, and we talked about it before, and Senkix talked about this. I find it strange the positioning of Johnny, because I know, like, sometimes I don't think he's well positioned to receive in free spaces. Like, I feel like he's stuck in certain positions when he needs to receive the ball free, and like I don't feel like he moves intelligently to be a first receiver in the midfield, or even receive the ball from different positions, like from Ruggeri. But Senkix, you said that you saw him more receiving as an 8 at times, so maybe it's a Simeone thing, I don't know, but I feel like he's not intelligent when receiving the ball. Like, I don't think he moves properly, but I don't know your thoughts, guys.
I think when you look at the last game in the Espanyol, I'll leave it to you, Alex, after this. But yeah, I don't want to take up too much of your time. But in the last game, you saw where he was almost hiding in between the Espanyol players, but I think that was intentional, right? Because in the
Yeah.
second half, we got to see him almost consistently dropping to facilitate the play and to build up from there. So I don't think there was I think it was a tactical decision to have him hide between and then be in between the lines in the first half, and the second half he doesn't do that,
So,
and then they
guys,
have more space to do
Keeks,
things.
Keeks, I'm just going to interrupt you over here. So,
Sure,
this is
man.
the heat map of Johnny Cardoso against Club Brugge.
Yeah.
And now, this is the heat map of Johnny Cardoso against Espanyol.
So it's to me it shows that he has a lot more defensive responsibility in the Espanyol game versus in the Bruges game where he's almost as an eight, almost right next to Ruggieri.
Yeah.
And I don't really understand why you would do that, considering what you know, what he shows you off the ball
I
compared
think
to
it
what
was
Koke can show
much
you off
more.
the
I
ball.
think it was much more to protect Ruggieri against Forbes.
Maybe.
Eh, yeah,
The thing
but
is, I
Because
feel
again,
like
Kiki, we were doing the watch long. Like, when Ruggieri was going up with Forbes, you could see Johnny Cardoso supporting him, and like whenever someone from midfield is making that run behind Ruggieri, so Cardoso was there. So I think Cardoso was generally there because he wanted to help Ruggieri. That's what Simeone plan was, just to
and
give that a little bit, comfort to Ruggieri.
I agree, and I think the best that we saw Ruggieri was in that Barca game where Llorente was helping him, but also Lookman. So there was a 3 pound attack of helping him out, and they did not have their fullback coming in to help. We call it Yamal against Ruggieri, Lookman, and Llorente. And I think it's the same thing here because Forbes is in a one-on-one a lot of times. When Cardoso or Hanko is there, it gets killed off. But stop leaving him in our one-on-one scenario is the kind of vibes. It's like
um
you can do a little
the
bit more in terms of that defensive structure to me.
thing is,
Like
I
we have like a sorry, Fran, just one line.
yeah.
We have like a weakness in defense. It's gonna be either a right back when Molina is playing, or it's gonna be either a left back, or with Ruggieri playing, or before that Javi Galan playing. So I think that's something we have to really look in summer for sure, and to get the four defenders who are perfect where we can be comfortable, because these weakness on either side is not really helping Atleti that much.
I hear it, but I still think Simeone can do and has shown that he has the option to do better than what he has shown today in terms of the defensive level. We did great in the second half. All of the criticism I have on that left hand flank is purely for the first half because of how bad it was. I didn't even mention how Solis managed to get past Llorente a few times because either Giuliano or Koke wasn't able to facilitate him, and they were in a one-on-one where either there
2v1,
was a
2v1,
cutback.
2v1, 2v1,
2v1.
2v1.
Worse yet, because he had an option and so it's either he has the dribble or he has the option behind, and Llorente is now caught in between. That's too much.
True. The Oblak save, which occurred, that was a 2v1 situation where Lorente was literally stuck in between, and then I think it was Solis, like, who went towards
He went to
the
the byline.
yeah, to the byline, and then he crossed the ball, and then Rogeri is just standing there having a cigarette, or I don't know, thinking about Opium Club, thinking about the songs over there. I have no idea, but never mind.
But it calls into question the defensive structure more so than that because we weren't creating a lot of chances. We were also not defending well. That means something was wrong. Now the player level was also low, and we showed in the small period of time where in the second half where everybody was unswitched and nobody had the subs on, we played a lot better regardless. That still doesn't mean that I think you can
I'm
say
I'm
it
I'm
was.
I'm gonna come in the second half as well.
Yeah, let's
Like,
just switch this up.
about my but the first half again, guys, there was not, I think, three chances from Club Brugge, which we just discussed, and then the goal from Club Brugge against us in a set piece, which I think maybe Pupil should have won that header. But if you're gonna lose a header at the front post, there's obviously, like, there's a big chance of you concede a goal. Someone will be waiting for you at the far post, and that's exactly what we did as well to Club Brugge, with a header at the front post, and then Lukman was empty, and the same thing happened against Espanyol as well, and Club Brugge did the same against us, win the header at the first post, and then it was yeah, I have to see his name. Ordonez, yeah, Ordonez scored the goal at the far
Donetsk.
post, yeah, and then yeah, I think he scored the own goal as well. So there you go. I think he helped his team, cancel out that own goal. But and our only chance was the one where Oblak literally sent the ball to Sorloth. Sorloth again, like you guys said, like showed some good strength, and then took a shot, and then
Very bad,
again,
very, very bad save by Mignolet, by the way. I think Solo did everything right, but the shot itself was like a hit and hope, and the hope worked out. But my word, that
like I
was
said,
really
his
bad for
luck,
Mignolet.
like I said, like he's in form, so like luck is favoring him. So anyway, moving on, and there was nothing else from us. Maybe a Giuliano penalty shout, which again I think the ball went out.
I
The
think
ball
it
went
still
out.
was a
That was
penalty.
the Yeah, that was the benefit for Minule. Maybe the ball went out. That's it for me. I mean, like he sticks out a leg. He literally sticks out a leg and hits Giuliano. But again, Clement Turpas, we were calling him Turpas. But anyway, at the end, I think we got our first or second win when Clement Turpin is,
Second win
his
of
second
five
win is
games.
officiating.
We have
Yeah,
two
second win in
draws,
5
two
games.
losses, and one win prior to this.
There you go. So two
Terrible.
wins. Everything is in balance now. Anyway, the second half now. I think we were talking about this. I think the intensity would matter coming to the second half. And if we score the goal, Club Brugge would push up, and then we will get the space in behind Club Brugge. And that's exactly what happened. So again, thanks to Johnny Cardoso. What a goal by Johnny Cardoso. And that was a failed set piece, by the way. Like Cake said, like luck definitely favored us in this tie. That was a failed, like again. The ball dropped to Koke. Koke was looking for passes. No one was in the midfield, and then he plays it back. It goes to Giuliano. Giuliano again waits, dribble past, cuts back, and then places a cross, and then it drops to Johnny Cardoso. Johnny Cardoso shoots from outside the box. And I remember, Keeks, when we were doing the watch long, I've shouted like 5 times for Johnny Cardoso to take a shot when he was on the edge of the box. And finally
He
he did
finally
it.
did it.
And finally he did it, and then he scored the goal. And then I think from that moment the game changed. For me, that was the moment when the game changed, because then Club Brugge starting to push up and started to leave the space in behind, and that's exactly what Real Betis did as well. And if you're gonna give us that much space, Atleti will punish you, because if you guys look at the next two goals which we scored, that was again Lorente to Sorloth, a long ball in space, and then Sorloth runs, plays it to Lukman. Lukman and Griezmann plays a beautiful 1-2 with one another, and Lukman cuts back again. A very good presence of mind from Lukman as well to place it back to Sorloth, and then Sorloth control and Sorloth shows a great composure, controls it, scores it 3-1. I think that was we needed maybe one more goal to kill the tie, and again how that goal came from a set piece. That was very poor defending from Club Push, by the way. You only have one guy in the box, that was Sorloth, and you didn't mark him only. And then Ruggeri with the perfect cross as well to Sorloth. So that was the game over, literally. But I think 3-1 was the one where the game actually got over. So
I wasn't sure Solo was gonna finish it when I saw it. To be honest with you, I did not have faith in that goal, but it happened. So it worked out.
true. But I think Club Brugge didn't do anything in the second half. If we look at it, I don't remember Club Brugge doing anything in the second half. So if you
They
see
had a few
this,
chances, but nothing crazy.
oh, let's see. I can't really remember anything in the second half from Club Brugge. Look, again, just one shot, which was in the 90 plus third minute in the box. Look at that. No shots in the box in the second half for Club Brugge. This was the one which was on target, and yeah, that's it.
To
Off
me,
target, off target, off target, and again, and the 90 plus third, which was on target, and then this was the goal that changed the game.
I
So again,
think
like I said, a tale of two halves.
I wanna hit Fran's thoughts, but I'll say this quickly. I think the energy that we showed up in the second half kind of compensated for any of the tactical flaws that could have shown up. A lot of times, I think we've said this. Simeone has a team where we usually have to be tactically perfect to be on the same platform as Real Madrid and Barca in La Liga, right? A lot of times he is. I feel like usually they can kind of their coaches, be it Abiola right now or Flick right now, they can get it tactically wrong, and their players will usually compensate because of how good the players are. I think for today it kind of compensated, but I hope this is not a lesson to say, let me keep doing this nonsense, though. So that's all I'll say. And then, Fran, what do you think about the second half? What was your thoughts?
One of the things I liked, and I said it before, is Johnny scoring that goal. Because one thing I said before is that I feel like Johnny is literally the perfect final third six. He's literally perfect for a team that is sustaining press and playing high and dominating the opposition. Because you see him covering a lot of terrain, stopping transitions. He's really good at getting the ball to players that will create chances in those spaces. And, well, he has occasionally shot. So, no, but in the second half, we were more organized. We were more disciplined. And, if you see there, Bruges had much more of the ball, but did a lot less. And we kind of played into that. The third goal of Sorloth was a fantastic transition. Like I was remembering the perfect Simeone transition days, And no, overall it was a perfect half. I saw Mendoza debut in the Champions League, so that's sort of a trophy I'm going to put. But very nice, very nice.
I almost fell out of my chair when I saw Mendoza coming on.
For once, we didn't see Lenormand coming on. We saw Molina. That was a bit strange. Like, there was no need to play Molina, especially considering we were 2-1 at that time. Like, a lot of things could have gone wrong there, but luckily we didn't suffer from it. We were very organized in the second half, so we didn't suffer a lot.
It was even worse because Diakon also came on when Molina came on. So that was like the worst part.
The funny thing was Molina was playing as a center back, not even a right wing back or a right midfielder.
But that happened a few times. Yeah, that happened a few times. I
you
remember
have defenders
plenty.
as well, right? Like you have Jimenez Lenormand in the bench for what? And then he tried to rectify it by bringing on Jimenez, obviously. But yeah, that was a very strange substitution from Simeone to bring on Molina, and then where is he playing? Center back. Like what?
He has done a few times. I remember that the game we won against PSG in the group stages last season, Molina was playing as a center back. Against Inter, Molina was center back.
Yeah, you didn't have defenders for that game.
That's true.
But we do have the option now, and he still did that, which I don't know why.
Which is frustrating.
It's like, we were discussing Keeks in watch along, like maybe like Giuliano is not because he was holding his groin, Giuliano, when he was going down. So I thought like maybe it's coming on for Giuliano.
Giuliano stayed on.
Yeah, but then he came on for Koke. And I'm like, what? So obviously that means like Llorente will go in midfield and then Molina will take his position. But then again, we were defending. So the back five was Giuliano, Molina, Pubil, Hashko, Ruggeri. That's the back five. With Molina being the third center back, and that was a very, very strange substitution.
We didn't talk about it, but how good was Giuliano Simeone?
Really good.
He was.
That's amazing. For me, the man of the match, but
obviously you can't give anybody else the man of the match, but the guy who scored a hat trick. Right? Like, you can't do that.
The guy who scored a hat trick, Allah.
Ramadan Sorloth. Come on, guys, Ramadan Sorloth. But anyway.
Giuliano was great though. I think outside of I feel like a few blunders in the first half where I think, for instance, that same moment where he didn't really cover for Llorente in the 2-on-1. Really good offensively, really good off the ball. Not too much to complain about for me. Great game.
True. But anyway, guys, anything to add on the second half, and then we go to ratings.
Lookman was amazing. That's it. That's all I have to add.
I think Lookman was linking up very, very well with Antoine Griezmann.
The videos after the game of Simeone with Lookman
And
are
look when
pretty nice. Like there are two instances well where he's almost killing him with a hug. But that's very
yeah.
nice. It is
That
very
that
nice
was
that
like yeah.
they have a good relationship and that Simeone thinks highly of him because that guy is a star.
I agree. I think it's kind of a little funny that we saw Griezmann and Lookman for like 20 minutes. They played silky football, and I was just like, man, this reminds me a lot of when we played Sevilla. We were just playing shit football until Sorloth came off, and then we played good football again. And I was just
Isn't
like,
it?
why did we wait the entire game to play good
And
football?
like guys, if anyone is watching us from Nigeria, guys, I told you right. Like Lukman is our player now. We're gonna protect him. Do you guys remember the tackle on Lukman and like how Lorente and Pubil and Johnny Cardoso literally came on, and then Lorente literally putting the knee on his face as well with the Club Brugge player. So I'm telling you guys, no one can dare to touch Lukman at this club.
It's very very nice and very comforting to know that we were winning 2-1 and our solutions from the bench were Lookman and Griezmann. Like that's amazing. We were
And
complaining about our bench, and I have no complaints.
thank God it was an Almada.
And
Speaking of Armada, we have not seen him play off that often recently.
Lookman saved our lives.
Lukman saved our lives indeed. I don't
Yeah.
see I don't see. I think we'll see Thiago Almada at this weekend.
Yeah,
Probably, yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know
but
if we'll see Barrios, but we will probably see Armada.
Barrios is back, yes, but no, this is way too early for Barrios, I think, to come back. But anyway, I think
Mendoza start.
yeah, Mendoza might start, yes. But anyway, I think Johnny Cardoso for me had the best game for Atletico Madrid in this match.
In the second half.
In second half, yes, but again, it's the whole match, right? Like, I can't take like two matches, first half, second half, but the
I
whole
think
match.
the Espanyol game was better than this, to be honest with you. Outside of the goal, I think when you look at how well he just
a
stopped
goal in
Espanyol.
the Champions League knockout stage. That's
I know what you're saying. I'm just saying it's just like the amount that Cardoso did off the ball in the Espanyol game was phenomenal for me. Phenomenal today too, but not a great first half.
true. I mean, true. But anyway, guys, let's go to ratings now. Quick, Jan Oblak, perfect save to keep us at 1-1. And then not really within. I think he could have done better with maybe could have done better with the first goal. Maybe I'm being way too
I
critical
said
right
9
now.
out of 10.
I would
he
say
literally made an assist. He
made an assist and then also stopped a goal. Like there's not much. Not much more you could ask out of a keeper. To be honest.
you win the argument. Nice.
Do we know what the XG of that
goal?
that save was?
I think it's 0.4 or 0.6. No, 0.8.
Let me check.
On target,
that was 0.30 actually. On target was 0.80.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So 0.8.
That's very less. 0.30.
Yeah, it should have been more because it was amazing.
It was literally open net.
XG is dependent on if you get it on target or not. If you get it on target, there's a whole new statistic for it.
XG on target.
Yeah, so on target it was like a 0.8 chance, which means it's almost like guaranteed goal.
I'm really
so that's
confused,
a really good
right?
save.
I'm really confused. What do you mean on target? The ball was on target. Oblak saved it.
No, well, in that position, he could have skied it. That's the point of the XG. The probability of you guaranteeing that goal is dependent on if you have it on target. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, if you like go to FODMO or whatever, you'll see that the player has XG and XG on target. So one is for when the ball goes on target, and one is for when the ball doesn't go on target. So
and a lot of time, and the reason why
never mind, guys, we're moving on.
I know. I'm just. This is a good This is a good teaching lesson for people who use football and SofaScore and these other things to understand this. That the discrepancy that you see between the two is because of the fact that a lot of times people will miss that chance entirely. Like they won't even get it on target, despite it being a 1 in 3 chance of being a goal in that position. One is basically an 8 out of 10 chance, or well, I guess a 4 out of 5 chance if you have it on target. But Oblak saved it. It was a fantastic save.
There you go.
Next
Right back,
rating.
Lorente. Lorente, amazing game, and extra point for protecting Lukman as well, taking a yellow card for him.
7.5,
I would-
8?
7.5. How dare you, man? 8.5.
It's just like, how dare you? And it's only 1 point higher. It's like, all right, bro. All right. I'll give it 8.
Fran?
I give an 8.
Okay. Pubil.
Great
I
game.
think, yeah, great game for sure. Great game for sure. I think could have done better with the near post header, but another 9.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I would give 8 just because I want to give Hanko a 9 because Hanko was phenomenal, but I don't think he was
Okay,
10 on the
I
transfer.
hear you.
I
I hear you.
agree. I agree.
8.5, 8.5 Pubil. Yeah.
8.5.
9
Okay,
Hansko.
okay.
I agree. 9 Hansko, I agree as well. 9
Yeah,
Hansko.
yeah.
Ruggeri.
You're right, you're right.
Ruggeri, a tale of two halves.
Yeah, that's a tale of two halves. Terrible
Now
first half, phenomenal
this is
second half.
this is an interesting one. This is an interesting one. He gives assist, and then Forbes, he literally shut down Forbes. Not entirely. There were moments like where Forbes went past him for sure. 7 just for the assist. Just for the assist, I'm gonna say 7.
I can't really
Otherwise-
disagree with you, Doug. I
otherwise
did not like that.
6.
That first half was terrible,
To
but that
be
second
fair,
half was phenomenal.
yeah, his second half was awful, but if you look at the numbers, he had the most crosses, the most passes
You mean first
forward,
half?
the most chances created in the whole game.
Yeah.
The most chances created, a lot of passes into the final third. So I don't know. I give him a 7.5.
Whoa.
I think that first half does
All
affect
right.
this score because that first half.
Wait till you hear my rating for Sorloth.
Moving on to Giuliano. Giuliano, I think, again, very good game for him. I think constant running. This is the games where actually we need Giuliano. I think this is also like we can say like Giuliano is not really on the technical level for sure, but like the desire and the hunger he shows is just brilliant. The kind of player like we need in our team. That's why like we feel so secure on that right hand side. But Giuliano, I think another good game. I'll give him a 8.5 as well.
All right, I'll take that.
Yeah, 8.5.
Koke. I don't think Koke should have started this game. Like I didn't see something extraordinary from Koke. I'll give him just because of good vibes. I'll give him 7.
I'd argue Koke should have been Bayern should have been in Koke's position, and Griezmann should have been in Bayern's position, and Lookman should have been on the left. But
yes,
yeah, I don't really want to disagree. I'll just give him 7.
I gave him a 6.5. 6.5.
I don't think he was on that. I didn't like his overall performance. To be honest with you. 6.5.
Wow. Koke with the 6.5. Jeez, guys. No mind. Moving on to the left hand side. Alex Baena. Baena for me, I would say, yeah, not a great game, but not a bad game as well. So a 7.5.
I don't know if I'll go to high.
Yeah, for me that's high.
I'd give him another. Put another 6.5 there.
Yeah, exactly 6.5.
Okay, fair enough. We move on to the forwards. Julian Alvarez.
You just skipped past Johnny.
Johnny Cardoso. Fuck. Yeah, how can I forget? Johnny Cardoso 9.5.
8.5.
What? Really?
Disappearing act in the first half, insane second half.
9.5.
I'm going to say a 9.
There you
That's
go.
me.
Vamos.
Leicester more.
Okay.
As Jeremy said on his thing, he went to Menos y Más. Yeah, Leicester more. From Leicester more.
De menos a más.
Yes. Thank you.
No mind. Julian Alvarez 6.
Yeah, all right. I think he had a much better second half, and we were going to see a really good level from Julian Alvarez, but not a great first half. Didn't get to see enough of him in the second half to give him too much. 6.5, around there.
6.
Sorloth 10.
Am I going to get cooked for that? I'm joking.
10, man. 10.
I still didn't like his link up. Oh, well, I'll give him a 10.
Eh,
Kicks agree with me.
six for the hat trick, you know.
For the hat trick. Wow. So, like, no, okay. So, 2 each for the goal. Wow. Okay.
No, okay, 10.
There you go, guys. Wow. We spent the first 20 minutes talking about Sorloth, and then everyone is like 10, 10, 10.
No, the criticism we had for Sorloth wasn't really Sorloth. It was more for
Yeah.
Simeone, if that makes sense. I didn't
Yeah.
hate
There you
Sorloth
go,
at all.
guys. There you go, guys. Before hating on Fran and Keeks, make sure you listen to this podcast until the end. You know, for bashing out Sorloth after he scored a hat trick. So, anyway, guys, I think pretty much that's it. Anything you guys want to add? And
No,
yeah,
subs.
there's again
Backups.
the
subs.
the last the subs. Oh, I forgot. Yes,
Lookman, 7.5. Griezmann, 7.5.
Lookman. Yeah, I forgot Lookman. Yeah, Lookman.
Mendoza, 10.
No. Yeah.
I don't disagree with that.
Lookman. I would go for Lookman 7.5. I agree. Molina, I would say he didn't. I mean, like he was
Wasn't
lost
good
in,
at
in the he was he was lost.
Yeah, was
We
not
we
good
saw
at
him
all.
lost. He was lost in the center
5.
back position.
5 is perfect.
Molina, I'll give 6. I'll give Molina 6.
I'm giving that a 5. That was actually he was actually came on and immediately became a liability. It was really funny.
Yep.
And then who else was it? Jimenez. I can't really remember much of Jimenez. Rodrigo Mendoza. I remember him going to the corner flag and then keeping the ball and then still keeping the ball and still keeping the ball.
I think that's good when you don't remember the centre back coming in for 20 minutes because that means that we didn't need to see him now after.
That was the only highlight of Rodrigo Mendoza for me.
Yeah.
The corner flag one. So again, I think Rodrigo Mendoza for me was another. I mean, like he just came on for 7-10 minutes, man. Like I can't really rate him. Same for Jose Jimenez.
Yeah.
There was just one moment.
Yeah. Nah, 10 less than 10 minutes. Yeah.
Nothing too
Yeah,
crazy.
exactly.
So we won't rate them, but they had a good performance in terms of that.
Rodrigo Mendoza, especially the corner flag one, the way he kept that ball, like that was wow. Like,
Very, very happy for that.
Yeah, and Griezmann, Rodrigo Mendoza on that side, that was very, very amazing. And we used all our 5 substitutions as well. Thiago Almada didn't come on. Obed Vargas didn't come on. Lenormand didn't come on. That's a 3 substitution that didn't come on.
I think Simeone should start looking at Obed Vargas, at least temporarily, as an option for Giuliano, because he does have the verticality to do that kind of right-hand side role. And
at
I
least
feel like
in the La Liga game, like we're going to play Oviedo next.
it should at least to experiment, but yeah.
Away. Don't forget, away.
I'm not that worried.
Yeah, I'm not
No disrespect. I'm not that worried.
Like, I'm sorry, but if we don't outscore Oviedo with them having David Carmo at the back, we need to like get instantly eliminated from the Champions League or something like that.
To be fair, Matarazzo did allow Vinas to score 2 goals on him, which should automatically relegate your team. But that's my opinion.
Yes.
But anyway, guys, we're going to close the episode talking about Griezmann. Again, the news came out last night that the negotiations are advanced again with Orlando City for Griezmann. Is that the reason why he colored his hair blue? Because Orlando City is almost the same color as well. I think it's purple.
It's almost the same color.
I'm colorblind, guys. I'm colorblind. So yeah, don't mind me. But anyway, the thing is, the transfer window ends at March 26. So if the transfer doesn't happen until March 26, that's great for us because we need Griezmann coming off the bench.
No, but if it happens, it's going to be
at this point of the game.
It's going to be in the middle of the season.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. So, like, it's not going to make sense to us, for us to lose Griezmann in the middle of the season. So, if it happens to, he leaves in the summer, then yeah, I'm fine with it.
I don't think we have anybody even in the academy to replace Griezmann.
Yeah, and maybe that's why. We were looking for that second striker kind of a role in the January transfer window with Marcus Leonardo and then Flaco Lopez as well among the.
I don't know if that's true because I know that they were negotiating with Griezmann. I don't recall them ever actually negotiating with Atleti because when you consider the fact that the people who broke the news is Mario Cartagena from Real Madrid. These are Real Madrid associate, covers their news for the Athletic, and Tom Okobe, very good for the MLS. Like he's very good in that regard. But again, I view it as much as I respect Tom, I don't respect Mario. I think he has very often very good for Real Madrid, not very good for Atletico, and has before been very bad for us in that regard. In the fact that it is news and it is real, I'm not going to deny that. I
No,
don't
the
think they're
thing
going to do
is,
anything in the
the
mid of
thing
the
is,
season, but
they have to sign a player before March 26. They
it's
have to
probably
sign a
not
player.
Griezmann then,
And
because
no,
it can't be.
they have Griezmann in the list, but they have other options as well. If Griezmann doesn't come, they have other options as well. But the negotiations took place. That's what I'm saying. Now, how advanced they are, like I'm not sure, but the negotiations took place.
For me, Griezmann is not going to leave in the middle of the season. And as far as we know, Griezmann has never hinted towards him liking Miami or Orlando because he loves Los Angeles. And we know that. We know that he wants to go to LAFC or LA Galaxy. So I don't know. I don't know
He's
if
ex-
his plans
that,
changes.
that's
Yeah,
my point. That's why I was confused because he's very explicitly said he wanted to go
yeah,
to LA multiple times over
yeah.
the
He
years.
loves LA. So, I mean, it's probably going to be there.
And not only that, though, is I don't see it happening near the season. I don't even necessarily see it happening. We'll have the conversation again later on in the season, but the original
Griezmann,
plan was for him to leave on a free a year afterwards, right? Him
yeah.
and Koke effectively are supposed to go. I assume it together because they're like best friends, and that was the plan. At least that was what we were sold on last summer. You stretch Griezmann's deal of his salary, him and Koke potentially leave at the same time. I hope that's not the case that they leave it now, because I don't think we're ready to replace Koke and Griezmann right this second either. With that said, Rodri does have a year left on his City deal. Anyway,
Yeah,
whatever. We'll talk about that later. No, we don't
not
need to talk
happening,
about it.
not happening, not happening. But anyway, guys, again,
I don't think so
Griezmann
either.
again.
Yeah.
Like this guy said, Griezmann prefers LA. Today was a day filled with Ole, and then
Poetry, huh?
poetry exactly. Or and then if you want me to add one more line to this, or ralevato. There you go. But I can't go more than this. But anyway, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. This was again a very long episode. Again, a tale of two halves, I would say, for Atleti. The first half was different, second half was different, and let's see who we face in the round of 16. It's going to be either Tottenham or Liverpool.
I hope it's
So
Tottenham.
I hope it's Tottenham as well, given the fact that like we have a very
I think we
very
can beat both because we
busy
have
fixture.
Llorente. We'll beat Liverpool away from home, but I would prefer Tottenham.
I would prefer. I think it'll lighten up our fixture list in March. So again, just like and subscribe. We'll see you guys soon for the preview of the Real Oviedo game, which I don't think we'll have much to discuss for that one, but still, we will be there for you guys. And then until then, enjoy your day, have fun. If you're keeping Ramadan again,
Don't
Ramadan,
drink.
Sorloth, yeah,
Don't
don't
drink,
drink.
fellas.
Yeah,
It's
don't
Ramadan.
drink. But if yeah, again, but I would still say, have fun, go on out, drink. This is a happy day, you know. Uh,
We just said don't do it.
no, I mean
The
like not
values-
everyone is.
The values that this podcast teaches people. My God.
Hey, I never said it. Alex said it.
I just said like go out, have fun, have drinks, be like Ruggieri, you know, like when it's happy days, it's happy days. Have fun, you know.
Alcoholism destroys
Yeah.
families. So I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
I mean, drink in a good way. If you have good capacity, have some. You know, it
Look,
beers,
that's any
anything you
episode.
can
That's
add.
any episode now.
Ciao.
Yes. Ciao, ciao, ciao. Bye, bye, guys. Bye, bye.